today on a special Seattle Refined, calling all Storm fans. We get pumped up for the 2025 season with food, fun, and fashion.
Go Storm!
We look back at a legendary celebration and one of our favorite Storm moments of all time.
Super excited. City's going to show us some love right now, and I just want to share it with them.
Then, we head to the Storm practice facility to get humbled on the hardwood.
Oh no, off the backboard, not good.
Plus, a young Superstorm fan gets up close to the team and asks a very important question.
I want to be in the WNBA one day. What do you have advice for girls like me?
All right, Storm fans, get ready.
Hey!
Seattle Refined starts now. Hi everybody, welcome to a special edition of Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. Today we are out front of Climate Pledge Arena getting ready for the 2025 season of the Seattle Storm. And today we're all about the four-time WNBA champions. The Seattle Storm are one of the most decorated franchises in the WNBA, winning titles in 2004, 2010, 2018, and 2020. The Storm has also been home to many WNBA legends, including Sue Bird, who is widely regarded as the greatest point guard in WNBA history. In fact, she's been elected to the Basketball Hall of Fame. With a new season comes a new roster, and there will be a lot of little girls watching them play, hoping and dreaming to one day also be in the WNBA. And that includes one local talented 12-year-old baller. When you watch the Seattle Storm play at Climate Pledge Arena, you can't help but be impressed by these athletes at the top of their game. But for many young fans in the stands, the Seattle Storm represents so much more. Their hoop dreams.
Excuse me, Seattle Storm coming through. Let's go, ladies. Whoa!
Aubrey Pye is one of those fans. The 12-year-old has been all about the Seattle Storm since birth, going to games, supporting the team, even meeting the players. Some would call her a Seattle Storm superfan. Aubrey also wants to be in the WNBA someday, and with her current skills on the court, I think she's got a pretty good shot. But she wanted to know what it takes to go pro. So we hooked up Aubrey at a recent Seattle Storm practice. She got to watch the players on the hardwood and even got some first-hand advice from one of the coaches.
This is Aubrey.
Hi, Pokey. How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How old are you?
12.
A hooper?
Yes.
What position?
Point guard.
That's the best position in the land. I love that.
What quality do you look for in a player?
Wow. If we could, it's obvious you can see the basketball skill set, but sometimes you want to know who the person is, that character part, because you want to be able to coach them. But outside of that, there's going to be a skill set. And sometimes it's not just the shooting or the passing, sometimes it's the way they communicate to each other, because in that way they can become the teacher. And that's what most coaches want. They want the students to become the teacher.
Yeah, like coachable, yeah.
Exactly.
Do you have a pitch me moment in your basketball career, looking back on it?
Oh, wow. My basketball career. Not one in particular. I've just been fortunate enough to coach some of the best players in the world, some here in the WNBA, some in Russia. I actually coached our head coach in Russia, and Sue Bird was on the team.
Ooh,
so I got to coach Noelle and Sue Bird at the same time in Russia. So I've just been blessed to be able to coach some of the best in the world.
What's your favorite thing about the Seattle Storm fans?
Favorite is that they show up, they're loud, and they're true basketball fans. I remember when I first got here, they just cheered for good basketball. They appreciated people that used to play here but were no longer here. They just love the game, and you feel that energy.
Yeah. So I want to be in the WNBA one day. What do you have advice for girls like me?
I think what you're doing right now, because it's opening up your mind, it's teaching you to use your mouth to do certain things. You're going to have a type of growth that no one can teach you or coach. You're going to get reps at that. But I think the biggest thing is just staying committed to it. And I think sometimes that can get tough when there's so many outside factors going on. But if that's the main thing, keep it the main thing, and make sure you keep it top of mind, and make sure the circle around you is doing the same thing, because you're going to lean on them to help you get through that as well.
Nice job, Aubrey. It's young fans like you that keep the future looking bright for the WNBA and the Seattle Storm.
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
Two.
Hey.
All right.
Amazing job, Aubrey. You may just have a future in journalism as well as the WNBA. And by the way, Aubrey held those interviews at the Storm's state-of-the-art practice facility in Inner Bay. Brandon Bernstead got a behind-the-scenes look at the impressive space. Plus, he went one-on-one with the Storm's assistant coach.
With 4 WNBA titles and a history of being home to the best players in women's basketball, the Seattle Storm have always had a special connection to this city and their passionate fans.
Seattle, in my opinion, is a basketball sports town, completely and wholly through its core. We were consistently in the top upper echelon of attendance, consistently, no matter the team that's coming in. And basically, it's hard to play here. Climate Pledge, in my opinion, is one of the #1 arenas in the world.
On game day, you'll find Storm assistant coach Ebony Hoffman roaming the sidelines at Climate Pledge. But during the season, she spends most of her time here, the Storm Center for Basketball Performance in Inner Bay, a gleaming, modern 50,000 square foot facility that opened back in 2024.
It's invaluable, and it speaks to the player experience and to their longevity in this league that, in my opinion, is now going to be standard, set by the Storm in particular.
Ebony has seen the evolution of the W and its explosion in popularity firsthand. A former standout at USC, she spent more than a decade playing in the WNBA and the highest levels in Europe before moving to coaching, joining the Storm staff in 2022.
It's the connection, with just the people connection. Like, if you don't like people, then this isn't the job for you. Every individual is different in how you connect with them and push their buttons and them pushing yours. So I think it's a good barometer to see how you are as a human in some of these instances.
Today, Ebony faces what might be the toughest task of her coaching career, working with me.
All right, Coach, you are used to working with the best of the best. Are you ready for potentially the worst of the worst?
I wouldn't say that. I'm ready for all things. I'm pretty sure I can teach you whatever you need to know.
Let's get after it.
The ball. Let me see if you can do 2 ball. Can you?
Oh.
Let's see if you can do that.
Now, I haven't played a meaningful basketball game in 2.5 decades. And even back then, I didn't show a lot of natural skill. But that doesn't mean Coach is taking it easy on me.
We got the right hand is stronger than the left here.
Yep, sometimes that's what happens. It's all right. Straighten those feet up.
Huh?
There you go.
Balance stance.
All right.
Ah!
All right, let's go to the next one.
Off to an inauspicious start.
It's all right. It's all right. Even the best of them do it. So let's see if we can alternate.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay?
Yep. It just wants to go together. They just want to be dribbled at the same time.
This is a typical warm-up for the Storm. And while it may not look it, I can feel myself improving. That is a credit to Ebony's coaching style. She's legitimately the coolest.
Okay, find it.
There you go. Find
Find
it.
it.
Find that rhythm.
It probably helps that she's also worked with young kids before.
I really like to connect with the player and meet them where they're at. There is a lot of stress involved with these high pressure situations. And I want them to know, one, you gotta have fun doing this. So while we're doing this, while we're gonna be serious, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna laugh.
Okay, find it. Here we go.
Don't
lose it.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm known for my handles. And it turns out my shooting is also a work in progress.
Oh, no.
It's just an emphasis that you keep your hand up there.
Currently 0 for 6. We will.
There you go.
Nice.
Right, hold it up there. 2 fingers through the net.
Pose on it.
Yep.
Right? All right.
Pose.
Bring the
Reach
guide
up,
hand.
not out.
Yep.
Up. Nice.
Much better.
Now, it's time to put it all together.
You want to run to half court, come back and shoot a shot? Same mechanics, now you're jumping. Here we go. Go.
Oh! Couldn't make the 5-footer, but from downtown. How about that?
As
Good
my
coaching.
child would say, money.
I don't think I could repeat that shot if I tried. And to be clear, I did, several times with no success. But in this case, once was enough.
Coach, finished strong. How would you assess the overall performance out there?
I think you showed promise. That's for sure. You know, I've seen worse. How about that one?
Well, I had the best coach going. We made some improvements, and we had a lot of fun.
For sure.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate you, dude. Thank you.
Of course.
This special Seattle Refined is just getting started. Coming up, a slam dunk for a local clothing company,
The Storm are obviously one of, if not the most accomplished sports team in Seattle.
where you can grab Seattle Storm fan gear that will have you styling in the stands. Plus, you won't go hungry at the next Storm home game. A look at the tasty food menu inside Climate Pledge Arena. And a look back at the 2018 Storm Championship Parade that I will never forget. Seattle Refined will be right back. Welcome back to a special Seattle Refined Seattle Storm edition. We are pumped up for the 2025 season. At home games, I'm sure you're going to see a lot of green and yellow jerseys around Climate Pledge Arena. But if you're wanting to spice up your game day gear just a little bit, you know what? No worries. We've got you covered. If you want a stylish slam dunk at a Storm game, you have to think bigger than just a t-shirt. Simply Seattle is a one-stop shop for all Seattle sports fans and brings something extra to your game day wardrobe.
Simply Seattle is the largest privately owned local sports and retail souvenir company in the city. We also have 2 stores downtown. Our flagship store is located right by Pike Place Market, where we have gear for all your local sports teams.
Simply Seattle does have it all, especially right now with the Seattle Storm.
The Storm are obviously one of, if not the most accomplished sports team in Seattle, and that's something that we hear a lot, so it's something that we're really excited about. The WNBA is definitely having a moment right now, tons of increased popularity, so especially on game days, we're seeing traffic really pick up with people going to the Storm game and picking out their Storm gear, tons of WNBA gear. It's honestly an iconic logo, so I think it's really cool for people to be able to represent not just the league, but kind of support women and women in sports with a lot of the WNBA gear stuff. So that's been really important for us to carry as we bring in a bunch of new designs. We wanted to feature not just the Storm, but also make it about the entire league, feature the logo really strongly there.
There's a lot of gear to choose from, so we sent Refined's digital producer, Abby, on a little Storm shopping spree.
I'm so excited about the partnership between the Seattle Storm and Como, so obviously I had to come to Simply Seattle and upgrade my wardrobe. So let's get into it. We're gonna go with this. Perfect.
T-shirts are always hot, but one of the things that Simply Seattle I think does really well, we have a ton of hats. So as you can see here, we got a couple different designs. At both of our stores, we probably have over a dozen different designs that we'll have over the course of the season. Tons of cool hoodies too. It's really, we like to work with unique brands that you can't find in a lot of other places. So what I like to tell people is, unless the Storm are playing a game, we're the largest place you can go to find any Storm gear in town. And I think people are always really excited when they come see all the different options we have in the store.
I like that one. Yeah.
After gathering her Storm looks, it was game time for Abby to show off her team spirit and style. Thanks Simply Seattle for upgrading our Storm style. We can't wait for the next game. And
Go Storm!
now we're going from fashion to food. When Storm fans visit Climate Pledge Arena, they should come hungry. Executive Chef Molly Demers oversees a team of more than 100, churning out some seriously delicious dishes. Everything from tacos to made in-house sweets. Chef Molly has been at Climate Pledge since the beginning. For her, it's all about creating special moments for fans.
From a hot dog to a Wagyu cutting that's in your tunnel club to bacon cotton candy that we're spinning for you in the Verizon Lounge. Whatever it is, we want to be there for every moment. And so I think that's how we approach it. Each franchise that comes into this building, whether it's the WNBA Storm or Kraken or I don't know, possibly an NBA team, we treat them like this building was built for them. Because what that does it allows it really truly to translate that it's been built for the fans. Because when the players are invested, the fans come in and they feel it.
Pro tip, you can get your grub on early at Seattle Storm home games. Climate Pledge Arena usually opens up about an hour before tip-off. Coming up, the Seattle Storm really does have some of the best fans in the WNBA, and we have the footage to prove it. The Refined Rewind you do not want to miss. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our special Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. We're all about the Seattle Storm today. Of course, fans are hoping for a 5th WNBA championship this season. And I can tell you from experience, when the Storm wins a title, this place, I'm talking about the city, goes nuts. In fact, 7 years ago, I had one of my favorite sports moments during the 2018 Seattle Storm Victory Parade. Check out this Refined Rewind. At high noon, Storm fans started packing the parade route, from Mopop around the Space Needle and home to Key Arena.
I'm so excited. I've been a Seattle Storm fan since I was very young, and seeing them win a championship with the new, they had a rebuild and everything. This is just a special moment for Seattle.
Way amazing! We're excited! Yeah!
Wait, you don't sound excited.
No, we're not. Just kidding. We are! Yeah!
All needing a glimpse of their 2018 WNBA champions.
I think it's great. I mean, can ask for a better day in Seattle. Come out and cheer for the Storm.
Have you seen the trophy yet?
Not yet. Can't wait.
Here they come. Start cheering.
All right. Woo!
3 trolleys showcasing the champs and their hardware. Hey, Dan, what a win, huh?
Oh, what a team, what a day, what a city.
Oh, you gotta love it, my man.
Oh, I do. What a special celebration for Seattle and for this group.
Sue, come here for a second. Sue, number 3 for you.
Yeah, it's amazing. Super excited. City's going to show us some love right now, and I just want to share it with them.
This is just incredible. I mean, just the support of this beautiful city.
Yeah, in all honesty, couldn't have done it without them. Home court advantage is it's a thing for a reason, and we needed it.
How good does that trophy feel in your hands right now?
It feels great, but it's heavy.
Somebody told me you did not watch the championship.
Oh, come on.
That is so not true. We had a party right at our house.
We've been here every game. We've been here from the start. We've been here for the last 10 years.
The fans have been A1 since day one, as we say, and they're with us in the good, with the bad, and without them, we won't be as successful as we are. I mean, they're everything to this city, and they're everything to us.
You don't sound excited.
Yeah, it's exciting, and it's for them. This is Seattle's championship. It's exciting.
Now, the big question, can you bring all the ladies back and get number 4?
We're going to do what we can. We're going to enjoy today, though.
The love was flowing, and later the rain. But even Mother Nature couldn't dampen the spirit of this celebration. Hey, Sue, a lot of love with these raindrops and these fans.
I mean, it would only be perfect if it was raining, right?
Right. The perfect storm.
Exactly.
Coach, the perfect storm, right?
Oh, the perfect storm. Couldn't say it better.
Man, you did a great job this year.
Thank you, I appreciate
Bring
it.
back another one for us.
Thank you.
With the parade over, this party was just getting pumped up inside the Key.
It's really fun to celebrate a team that did it the right way. Nobody cared who got credit, they just wanted to win. And everybody kind of took turns being the star of the game. And that's it, whether it's a team or your work or your family or whatever, it's just a great story that they really truly love each other.
Of course, 2018 wasn't the last time the Storm won the WNBA championship. They took it again in 2020, but had a virtual celebration because of the pandemic. We'll be right back after this. Before we wrap things up on the show, we want to give a special shout out to the Seattle Storm, and we are rooting for you guys this season.
And don't forget, Como is the official TV media partner of the Seattle Storm. You can catch most games on Como 4 and the CW. To see all the stuff we have going on with the Seattle Storm, plus their game schedule, just scan the QR code right there on your screen.
All right, that's going to do it for today's special. I'm Gart Swanson. We'll see you next time right back here on Seattle Refined, and go Storm!